Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, June 2. National Security Minister Peter Bunting has called on rank-and-file police to end their apparent protest action, even as contingency measures are implemented to mitigate the impact. Police officers have reportedly been on sick-out since Monday night in protest of government's newest wage offer. The Security Minister says the action is not appropriate for an essential service and exposes the public to unnecessary risk. In a statement this morning, Minister Bunting revealed that contingency measures had been put in place overnight, including the increased use of JDF personnel. At the same time, he called on the executive of the Police Federation to return to the bargaining table and appeal to their membership to restore normalcy. The Finance Ministry has reportedly offered rank-and-file police a 6.5% increase in Year 1 and 5.5% in Year 2. This is comprised of the 3.5% increment paid to members of the JCF each year, plus the additional 3% offer in Year 1 and 2% in Year 2. Several other items of claim have already been agreed. People who commit crimes against children could have as many as 10 years added to their sentences, with new legislation being pursued by government. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller recently announced plans to create a new offence called Parental Neglect, as well as implementing harsher sentences for crimes where the victim is a child. Justice Minister Senator Mark Golding recently explained what those new sentences could look like.
If the crime is one that carries a maximum sentence of 10 years or more, it will allow an additional 10 years to be added if the victim is a child. If the crime is one that carries a maximum sentence of less than 10 years, then the court can increase it by 50% over what it would otherwise have been. Similarly, if there's a fine involved, the fine can be increased by up to 50%.
The Justice Minister was addressing the first in a series of town hall meetings to address citizens on issues affecting children. It was held in Frankfield, Clarendon. He also revealed that neglectful parents would be targeted by the courts through mandatory parenting classes. Meanwhile, child abuse cases that go before the courts are to be given priority and heard quickly. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has pledged government's commitment to protect the rights of domestic workers. This involves work to ratify the International Labour Organization's Convention on the Protection of Domestic Workers and is in support of the Decent Work agenda.
We do not currently have the legislative framework to support ratification, but the Ministry of Labour indicated that they will work towards the policy framework and will discuss the possibility of domestic worker legislation.
Domestic worker legislation would cover issues such as long working hours without adequate compensation, low wages, poor working conditions, and verbal, physical, and sexual harassment. The Prime Minister was speaking on Friday at the second annual Grace Kennedy Heather Little White Household Worker Award ceremony. Rosetta Steer was named the 2015 Household Worker of the Year. Government is taking action to improve patient experience in all public health facilities.
I've said to my chairman of all the 4 regional health authorities, we must deal with the misery level, the things that are creating the little miseries out there.
Minister Ferguson was speaking at a JIS think tank last week. He said customer service improvement had also become a priority at all locations.
We have a draft customer care policy now that will be going out for consultation with the associations, etc., because we also are saying to our health workers that we must be courteous, we must be compassionate in how we treat our patients, even as we appeal to our clients and our patients not to abuse our health workers.
Jamaica Promotions Corporation JAMPRO is developing a local spa industry to tap into the $2 trillion global health and wellness sector. With funding from the Caribbean Development Bank and the Caribbean Export Development Agency, JAMPRO has established the Jamaica Spa Association.
With Jamaica's growing tourist arrivals and proximity to the United States, we anticipate visitors spilling over to our shores to take advantage of our spa amenities, which for the most part are being operated in resort communities across Jamaica.
With the formation of the Spa Association, professionals are to be trained and a products industry developed to serve the sector. And finally, a new Custis of St. Catherine will be installed next week. Pastor of the Spanish Town-based Filippo Baptist Church, Reverend Jeffrey Mackenzie, has been appointed and will be officially installed on Thursday, June 11. The new Custis has given over 40 years of service to the Jamaica Baptist Union and has been a commissioned Justice of the Peace since 1997. Ahead of his installation, all Justices of the Peace for St. Catherine are required to sign a new magistrate roll by Monday, June 8. The magistrate roll is currently available for signing at the Filippo Baptist Church in Spanish Town. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.